Hello, hello, hello. That one slipped by me there. Another beautiful day in the hood here. Oh, gorgeous day. Put the thing on here for everybody. Oh my God. Look at here already. Oh man. How does that happen? How does Christian get to be on his first? Wrong one. Oh yeah, I'm batting 1,000 here. All right. Should be all set to go there. How's the weather in Norway? Here we are. Ay, man. I ordered some beer over a week ago, and it just said, I ordered it from the distributorship in Gothic. Hasn't even gotten here. Jeez. If I'd ordered it from Hong Kong, it'd have been here already. Christian, man, Christian must have had nothing better to do. Literally, real shitty. Hey, look at what's today's temperature. I still got this set up from America. 37 Fahrenheit. I don't know what it is here. 80. Rarely ever gets below 74 at night. But you haven't slept yet. No. Oh, Craig must have got his $5,000 from Greg's first, man. He must have got his $5,000 from YouTube. Didn't you say you had Yeah, I think you're muted. No, I don't have it. I don't have anybody. I just got YouTube maybe. Can't hear you at all, Craig. No? Oh, man. Oh, there he goes again. I went and did a test drive over at, no, maybe he's the salesperson. So this is just kind of, I go in that truck, the Hilux, and I'm only 5'9", 5'10", man. Oh my God, I could only get back so far that I had to let the back. Otherwise, I was up on the roof. Jesus. What's up with that? Anyway, maybe if you're there, it's weird. But, I swell. Well, for test drive, man, I'll ride. I don't want to drive. We're not allowed to. These, oh, man. Oh, Lord. A little comedy, learn something new every day. And they only work, when do they work? I mean, you said 9 to 5 every day. That's it. 9 to 5. Here he comes. I think he's going to have success this time.
Yes?
Yeah, you're a little lagging, that's all.
Okay.
Like you said. So did you get did you hit the jackpot with that 5,000?
Not yet.
You said you're gonna get 5,000 or $5.
Yeah, $5.
Oh man! Oh my God! Well, the weather was here pretty nice.
I don't know what's going on with my computer. I can't get the microphone to work. I've got bloody stupid headphones.
What happened with me? Unbeknownst to me, I had on the laptop, I hit the kill mic button. So here I'm trying to, I got everything going and nobody can hear me. What do you mean you can't hear me? I haven't done anything that I had to I looked on the panel there, and it had a cross, a slash over the microphone. So
Yeah, I don't know.
one of your kids might have got into it and not said nothing.
Nah, this computer's too old for them. They want the latest ones.
Yeah, ain't
Not
that
using
something?
that. Not using that shit.
Hey, I remember, I always just say like my ex-mama just died. She's 90 last year. Well, anybody who was born 1925, you saw all those inventions, television, light bulb, and all that stuff, you know.
Mm.
And well, I was just thinking the other day. I thought to myself, all I had when I got in the car was a steering wheel and radio, and I put a key in there. That was it. Now I can talk on the phone. I can tell whether somebody's going to run into me. I got a camera. Either I can have the back on or the front, you know. And as a matter of fact, you'd told me that back then, even when I was getting high out, I thought you were nuts. But gee, I could never imagine that shit. I mean, I think calculators were the big deal for me, when they came out. And I paid top dollar for a Unisonic. I don't know why, but they had them out for $9. Texas Instruments had one with tangents on there and all that shit.
Okay.
But,
Yeah. Remember the Atari 2600 was a big thing for me in like 1981 or something.
yeah, it was about that 79, 81. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Playing that Pong. I think
Yeah.
got faster and faster, and still popular today. When I was in the army, we had a what do you call it machine in there. You could play Starfighter. That was a pretty good one.
Okay.
And it was very extremely amusing. It was like Pong, only you got a ship, or an airplane or whatever. And
Yeah, like Galaxy and Donkey Kong
yeah,
and all that.
that
Yeah.
might have been. I forget exactly what the name is, but it was a fun game to play.
Mm.
They I had an ex-brother-in-law that bought he had to have the newest. He's a nice dude named John. He had when the VHSs first came out. Well, he had a Beta. It was a Magnavox. I don't know if you ever heard of that brand. It was pretty popular brand back then. And $1,100 he paid for that thing, and it was obsolete in like 2 years or something.
Um,
And then 5 years into it, you're getting them for 500. I think now you can get them for $100 or less. Matter of fact, you can get a Blu-ray for under $100 because
yeah,
I'm not
they
big
were
on
all.
those.
Sorry.
I'm not big on those extra. All I need something is plug it in, put the thing in, and let it play. I'm not into all that extra shit.
Yeah.
So being Friday, I
Nah, Facebook, Christian.
I got 4 back to keep. I had to set this. I got this on my American time and all that. I never changed it yet.
Look, Lenny Parish Reels, or Lenny Parish Vlogs Reels, put one up, got 1.4 million, got monetized.
On a shorty, on a short.
Yeah.
Isn't that something, man? You know what? I think this was 20-year-olds at the bar, man, just hitting their freaking butt. Even when you're high and mellow, if somebody told you, you could get the fuck out of here, man. Good times, though. Radio, AM, FM. And FM came out in '73. That kind of killed the radio because you got everything. You got pop, soul, R&B, and the singer-songwriters and rock cartoons on one station, then it became segregated once the FM came.
I'm just gonna go and see if I can swap headphones because I'm not happy with this one. Back
You
in a
want
sec.
you're sounding okay. You look like you got a Panasonic or what Radio Shack we used to have. 1975. So anyway, Friday night, my wife was going to turn it into alcoholic. He's all right, boy. Ain't nobody here to say hello to. Hey, go show him what you got yesterday. What'd you get, a Sonic? Hedgehog? Was he a Sonic or a Hedgehog too? Got all in one? Huh? He's a hedgehog. Sonic hedgehog. What did I say? That's Mr. Craig down there in Australia.
He has his hand to do everything, every block, or he uses his hand to make every wall invisible.
Oh, okay. Pretty. 5312. What the hell is that? Oh. She's on YouTube, right? Yeah, it's gotta be. She's on YouTube, right? Right. She got yeah. There's Sonic or whatever his hedgehog.
Silver,
Silver.
the hedgehog.
Is that just a, he's not a Sonic hedgehog, just a hedgehog?
Sonic is new.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what. I didn't know what was the coolest one or what. Muted again, Craig. You look like you came back with the same pair. What'd you do? Buy them at the flea market? Duper. You're muted. Unmute yourself. I didn't mute you.
How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the boy's using his. He goes, you can't have this set. I'm playing a game. I don't like the sound of that one. And I said, that's exactly why I'm coming here. I don't like the sound of it either. But I didn't get win.
Hey.
Anyway,
we
it'll do.
We had regular TVs. My dad was Mr. Cheapo. He had the Zenith. Everything was a credenza or whatever they call it. It had its own. It was its own machine.
Okay.
Furniture, piece of furniture, and he got a secondhand Teledyne. I think I haven't seen it, and I loved it because he let me have the Zenith. That piece of shit that he bought took a dump, so he had to watch what I wanted to watch on my TV. He'd be laying on the couch and the golf was on, nobody looking, and I'd change it. He'd go, hey, put it back. I said, well, you were asleep because I was resting my eyes. Put it back.
I got that problem here with KO Sports. Was like a cheap Foxtel version, and I've only got it on the bedroom one to watch me sports because the computer in the lounge room one, when you use a VPN, it won't let you log in. So I can only watch it on one TV. So stop your movie. Footy's on, cricket's on.
You're the boss. You're the boss.
Wow.
Hey, sorry,
I try and tell myself that, but yeah,
Yeah, only works once in a blue moon, right?
That's right.
Well, the boy's starting to irritate me here now because he's up behind my chair, and he's going to make a lot of racket. Getting out. Kiko
Hello.
must be out. Who's there?
I was saying hello to your son.
Oh, okay.
How you
Say
going?
hello.
Hi. It's getting bigger.
Whenever I got to go to my auntie would get a haircut when I was living in Ohio, all them old ladies, ooh, he's got nice thick hair. Ooh, yeah. 12 years old.
I got my auntie's funeral on Monday. She passed away last Monday night.
Hey, to hear that. Yeah, what age?
91.
Oof.
Last
My,
of that generation, you know. That's she was the
yeah,
last one.
my mom's mom was, well, her dad was 54 and he died. He died of a heart attack. And my aunt, one of my aunties was 2 years old, jumping all over him, thinking, she didn't know nothing. So my mom was 15 when her dad passed. Her mom lived to 92, and she has something weird going on in her with her intestines or something or other. I forget what. But she had a couple of sons died before her, and then my auntie, the youngest one, died at 60, and she's a little mildly. She didn't get oxygen immediately when she was born. She was in a Catholic hospital, and they wouldn't touch her. So she had brain damage, therefore, you know, mentality of a 12-year-old when you're 40. But I don't know whatever happened to her, but she had a record collection of Elvis every 45 and LP. The shit was mint. It looked like it just brought it home. Then she got Mac Davis after that because Elvis wasn't making anything again or anymore. I've been there twice. The first time, I always liked the movies and the music, but I wasn't a fanatic, like them. I'd hear people in the bar getting all stupid, Then when I walked in that living room, I felt like something come over me, man, from head to toe. It was a real weird feeling. I never felt that before, and I wasn't all hyper. But I'm in the living room, dude. That was the best floor of the house. The backside, where it's like a second living room, has that shag carpeting. I don't know if you guys had that. It was just dark paneling with shag carpeting, obsolete ovens and stuff. And downstairs, the pool room was pretty cool. It had a big Indian carpet laid
It's
out.
nice. Full room. That's pretty cool.
Well, he had like a few TVs. I forget how many. It was 3 or 5 down there, and the decor was yellow and white. And he liked watching more than one sporting event or whatever. So, of course, back then you only had one. You could have one channel on at a time. But it was something else. I liked it. Second time, already, Cat was out of bed, but my wife never saw it before. So it's very, very peaceful on the grounds there. Everybody, whoever lived around the property on the backside, I think those were mostly single homes, maybe a few low income at that time. But it was, you could see everything from over there, So, what a thrill that was. So, when is my engineer going to come on and put his camera on? Or he has to have a beauty sleep?
He's been doing a bit of live streaming the last 2 days. I noticed it, Christian, but I've been busy. But yeah, I seen your shorts dub one or whatever it was today.
I barely get on any of that, man. Matter of fact, I reminded myself today how my camera's underneath the bed, and I still have to take them out to charge it up.
Yeah, I'm copping a bit of attack on my channels at the moment. So
really,
yeah, but that's all right.
You don't even you got people giving you a hard time on that.
A few.
You don't have nothing worse.
Because I got involved in that court case in the Philippines. So.
Court case. So,
you
know what? Anyway. We all have the we all think what we want to think of. But I'll never get into a tit for tat debate when it comes to politics because right now they're trying to paint Trump is the worst person ever, the most crookedest. Yeah, I'll do that shit. I mean, I don't get these guys. With this stuff that goes wrong would put us all in prison for a long time, but yet it's a big game there, and they have these congressional hearings where they bash your ass, they like they're all righteous and tell you how shitty you are. They take turns bashing each other, and one's as fucked up as the next. So I have no I I don't do this blind faith thing anymore. I'm into retirement now, so I got no time for that shit.
I just got pushed too far, and I'm not. I'm not hiding between a fake name or a fake channel or anything.
Well, of course.
I'm just doing what I believe is right.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, but I think beating a dead horse and comes to somebody else, man. They're never going to change. Their view is awfully is. I think it's like having a grade school mentality towards shit, because 5 people tell you should hate this guy, so you do.
No, that's exactly right.
You don't know why. When you're a kid, you're a. And I used to play what was supposed to be tag football, but we would, and I was like this, always the second to last or last kid picked, but I was always the guy that scored or made a good hit. And this one kid, he was a little more goofy than I was, I mean, he wasn't a bad kid, just like I was. But we had this scuffle, and there's no way I'm gonna let this guy kick my ass. He's like less than me, I'm going off fish. But we rolled around a bit, and I got on top of him. I could have busted him up bad, but I didn't like doing that shit. The guy really never. I even apologized to him, man. I say, Wes, sorry about this. And these other guys were all mad because I wouldn't beat the shit out of them for nothing. So I wasn't into that.
Yeah, I know. I'll learn new skills. That'll be good. Anyway, we move on.
Yeah.
What's done is done. Now you deal with the consequences, don't you?
Yeah, when you what they say, everybody has an opinion.
Yeah. It's like
Usually,
assholes. Everyone's got one.
Yeah. But a view is a view, man. We're not going to live or die whether we're right or wrong. About a situation or an event or a person or whatever.
It's very hard.
There's folks on here like what they like, but I ain't gonna sit in good fun because of all the people on here are all in good fun.
That's I just speak to Christian. It's very hard, Christian, isn't it? That's why we turn the Facebook one basically into a cat channel, because that's all people and their social media wants now. You can't have a logical opinion. You got a logical opinion about anything, it comes up hate speech. So you can't fight them. So you just join them. Put up fluffy cats now.
And you would think after a night of that, everybody and her brother calling you an asshole for thinking the way you think. You think it'd be over, but you know how little life someone has when they're just over and over and over. It's like
back in I got an alarm on the camera going off outside. I'm gonna see what it is.
34 subs. 34 subs now, but only 24 watchers. Who's got 34 subs? 10 years ago when I started watching this, or 11 years ago, it wasn't that out of reach to gain. But you do it today, man. You could have the right format, all of that, man. Still have when I have my opinion about stuff, I can sit here with us, all of us that I have on. Nobody's gonna leave one to kick anybody's ass. You know? but this is all in good fun. Everybody knows that that's here. So we sit. So sometimes we sit here and we talk about somebody's approach. We talk about somebody's approach or something, you know. But people that make mistakes, like that's a one time thing. But when you don't realize that your mistakes continue, but that's the problem. You know, it's just I don't like anybody I know to be fooled by somebody else. And I know bullshit when I fucking hear bullshit. I know what good's good and what's not's not. You know, we used to have a lot of fun when we used to hang out, but I still do it. So this is a weekly ritual for me now. I get 7 beers and I have, you know, a
Is the mother-in-law happy with you?
yeah, she ought to be. I'm paying her good. She makes, I think she makes, what does she make? 500 a day. The skilled labor guys, the carpenters, get 600 a day. She gets 7. She gets 5. She gets 5. And well, she got to keep track of the receipts and work hours, you know, that kind of thing.
That's the hardest. Sorry. Okay.
The fence ate up the wall, which has got another 4 courses to go, another 3 feet or so. But that was really eating up, you know, that was the dirt. Because believe me, if you're out there, buy a chance. If you want to buy a lot, buy one on the highest ground possible. So you know, I have 690 square meters, so I got that much area to raise 6 feet. You know, so that's a
Decent
lot
sized block. Sorry. I'm
Oh,
talking about you.
I bought the second one to have access to the other one because I like the one I bought for the driveway or whatever. It faces west and it's a bit nicer scenery. Somebody must have bought down the road from me. They must have bought all these lots because I went up there the other day and these they were all carved out in an L. And next to me they had the dirt. The one over from me, they had the dirt there. Across the road from me, straight away. They had it all whatever was in the way was taken out. So it's got to be the same people. Maybe they bought lots for their family or whatever. But so I didn't like the entrance to the other one because there was a private road there that the seller put together. But I wasn't there yet, and one other guy on the road there, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing shit. So I thought I don't like that area. It's just always overgrown. So I'll take this one where people are actually taking care of it. But that road is full of thousands of years of farming and whatever, because it's got all these big rocks. When you're farming, you run into one, you throw it. You know. So that's what the road's made up of over there.
Oh, okay.
But it's mostly quiet. I mean, you might hear somebody have that technical fucking electronic beat that goes on for like forever, that never changes. You know, there's no fluctuation, man. It just don't. Okay.
Sorry.
But I was thinking of putting a pool. I was thinking of putting a pool there, him back and forth. And I thought, yeah, I build an indoor one, man. If they're not going to come out there and check out my dirty kitchen without a permit, I'll just put the pool next to it. But then I thought to myself, I don't need a liability. I might put in there a soaker. It's just a little small thing they cool off in.
You
Maybe
know what the council was doing here? They were flying drones over looking for people who didn't have fences around their pools and then finding them.
in a drone.
Unbelievable.
Well, mine would have been, but I just don't want everybody in the neighborhood showing up. If I don't let them all in, they give my kids a hard time. I don't. So I'll just get a. I think they refer to them as soakers. Maybe a 5 foot, 5 foot, and 5 foot deep. You know. That I think I can get because the architect said, well, that the lot is zoned agriculture, so that'd be a problem. Could be a problem. Yeah, so we must. Well, my wife goes to the boys' school every day, so it'd be nice to go have yourself a soak before you do anything else. I mean, I'm not going to have that lot to run air conditioner inside the house and sit in the house all the time. That's my thinking for today. At this moment, I might want to, after it's done. I was thinking, well, put a dirty kitchen on the back. That way it can open up the eating area because it's small. The place is small. I think it's a little under 900 square. It's 80 square meters, 81. So I thought I could put an extension to the side here and have a living room here.
You're gonna have a veranda or a porch where you can sit out the front or
in the front. Yeah, in the front there is. I mean, I could go out and buy. I can go out and buy some black. It's like a perforated hole, like a shade. Helps you. So I can do that in the front. But in the back, I thought, I could put that living room off to the right. And I thought, well, I got a little space in the back. Even if I build a dirty kitchen, I can make that 6 foot deep by. I think it's 18 feet. The back, the back of the lot is 10 and a half meters wide.
Yeah, okay.
So, 5 feet deep and 10 and a half meters wide. And everything they got here at the city, virtually everything they have at City Hardware, it comes from Italy.
Really?
So, yeah. So, if they build other machines or refrigerators like they do Fiats, I'm in trouble. so
100-volt refrigerators.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to get something, and one has a lock on it. So I wanted to get enough that could hold beverages, period, and not have to buy 5 refrigerators to hold 50 cans of, because a lot of those newer ones, it's like too small a space all over it, and the shelves that are on the door, whatever you call it, they're weak, But anyway, I thought I could put that 6 by 10 and a half, 6 foot by 10 and a half meters. What is that, 18, 17 feet or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I could build a living room in the back, and where the living room is now, I'd have a dinner table. That would fit. That would go real well. But first things first, the part that I need to get done is. The roofing's going to be, the framework of the roofing's going up pretty soon.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah. I'm not going to go in there until it's all done.
Yeah.
But I might buy a truck here. So I might have to sleep out either in the truck or with the workers that stay in this wooden thing we got. She was funny. I don't know if she's here tonight, Mimi or sales lady. But I said, well, can we go drive? They can drive, and well, let me get one of the mechanics. I said, I'll sit in the passenger seat. I like to listen. Feels. And we never left the lot. You know, we rolled down one day and right back. I thought, what the heck? Why don't we take the car out? You guys in? They won't let us do that.
Wow. Okay.
How can you sell cars and you can't take them out on the road to test drive?
Um,
Hey, deal. Something new all the time, man.
yeah.
Oh, yes, they work like 9 to 9, Monday through Friday. No one get off is Sunday. On Saturday, it might be 10 to 5 or 9 to. They work 9 to 5 every day. 9 to 5, like banker's hours. And pretty much what the MSRP is, that's going to be the price. Which is not a bad thing because in America, they might have a monster. What's that giant Ford? Got a different rear end, but a front flip is different.
Like Raptor or something.
Yeah, Raptor. Well, in America, the MSRP on a Raptor, and this is base. It's like 60 grand. And then they got another window sticker that has what the dealer's asking for. So the dealer's asking for another 60,000 on top of that, or 70. So they can't lose. I mean, even if they sold it at MSRP, they're going to win. You know.
Yeah. I got to pay for all the infrastructure, massive buildings.
Well, they make their money there. Them dudes. I saw a guy on YouTube that they're talking about electrical vehicles. His dealership of Mercedes, and he make $40 million a year. But he, he's like electric cars. They had a congressional hearing again here in America, and apparently there is not enough. We don't produce enough electricity, and there's not enough places to go to accommodate. Yeah, charging stations to accommodate nothing but electric cars.
Same here. We got a charging station in our town a year back or something, and there's five places for cars. I just assumed every electric car would have the same charging system, but no, different models have different fittings. So you got to have different ports for different model cars. How stupid is that?
Some of those could be arranged to have at home, and I had a bus route where I went by these ones in winter. You know, I mean, what do you want to? The hell wants to go and sit in a freaking car waiting for it to charge up? And this being electric. 3 by 20, 30, or 35, or if it's freaking stupid, it saves you zero freaking money. You know, if anything, it costs more. And the whole idea behind it is, well, it would be cheap. Yeah, it's cheap till somebody gets their hands on that shit. Then it's going to be just like gasoline. Gasoline was cheap. And they put it in the double digits. Fuck that.
They're already sort of talking here because they can't afford to lose all the income from the tax revenue from the fuel. So they're already talking a tax on how many kilometers you do.
See, so this is
they're going to have to reimburse the money that they've relied on somehow. So you're going to get shafted whichever way you go.
Sir. You had enough. I only had two. Told my son go get me beer because I had enough. I had two. But what it is here in the Philippines, electricity is expensive.
Yeah.
And what it is, it's going to mean those sand worshippers there in the Middle East are going to be freaking desperate to sell their shit. You know, and you might see when gas was single digits or under $1, and then the gas stations weren't prepared when it went over $1 because it had been under $1 forever. So you had to do it double. Well, I go in there and I put $6 in there and it ended up being 12. I didn't know, so I had to as a collateral. I had to give this guy these 8-track tapes I had, drive all the way back home, get the money, and go back till near work, and you know.
God, if I fill one of my cars now, it's over $150 just to fill it. It's a joke.
It'll go. Here's mine as it is right now. Right now, it's almost worthless buying a hybrid. Hybrid. And you want right here. They got that. Your country, they got a shitty looking Yaris Cross, but here it's very sharp. And they want 1.6 something for the hybrid. A 1.5 liter engine in America. I can tell you. Well, maybe it's because it's an American company, but Ford, right there and then you hear the word Ford. I gave those guys my trust on and up for 30 years, and every single one of those things were a piece of shit. So they're gonna have you got a hybrid that helps with the gas mileage. Just like I have a hybrid, have HB and have that's the way it's going to end up being, because the world isn't ready to charge all this shit. It isn't set up. You know, you would have to have charging stations instead of having a gas station where you might have 8 pumps. You're gonna have to have a freaking half acre for a freaking electrical charge.
That's right.
So they had this congressional hearing, and they had this guy, and the guy asking the questions, one of the congressmen or whatever he was. He said, as our power grid is right now, can we power X amount of vehicles like the president wants us to? He said, no, you can't. So a lot of these car dealers, Ford might finally put the nail in the coffin there and be their demise, because they put over, I don't know if they put $1 billion or, most of it's taxpayers' money, no doubt. But some of these companies are going all in on that shit. And in Europe, it might go good, but not here. Not here, and not down there by you. And
they're not the distances you got to cover,
The problem.
Be dead in 10 years, so it won't matter.
Yeah, you never. It'll be, you'll be so used to hearing, well, this and this, what's going to be. They talk about the digital currency, which is a freaking mistake, with not even being able to keep up with paper unless
we had that here 2 or 3 days ago. Optus, which is like our second biggest phone and internet provider, was crashed for 12 hours. It was like the end of the world. No one could run their businesses. No one could do anything because you ain't got with the digital money. If something, all you need is a couple of strategically placed bombs, and you bring your country to its knees.
And nothing ever goes like clockwork, right? Anytime a government jumps in with $3 to run something, half of these guys, almost all these guys, would run a business into the ground. So there's no downside for the politician that's good at bullshit. Fucking didn't work. God, it ain't my fault.
Yep.
And I haven't. I don't know about you, but I haven't. I got to high school diploma, man, and I know the difference between bullshit, fucking, what's
We
going
had
to work.
that here. The Victorian government spent $850 million putting in a proposal to win the Commonwealth Games, which is like a step down from the Olympics. They won it, and then they did the figures, and they said, "No, we can't afford it." So they just threw away $850 million. It's like,
And they slept soundly.
yeah, it's like,
We,
ridiculous.
we are always told to be accountable. We're always held accountable, except for if you're one of those. If you're one of those guys and you do dirty shit, we would be in prison for at least 10 or 20, 30 years, more. They do it and they get pardoned. What's so fucking special about a lying freaking lawyer? The guy that worked for Trump, he didn't have to fucking work with him. He could have quit. So it's like being an accessory to a murder. You were there, but you didn't do it, but you were there. So you're just as guilty as he is. You can't have, and here you can have your cake and eat it too if you're in a high society.
Yeah, that's right. What are you doing?
Right, Christian, put on your, what do you call it? Maybe Keith was out by his mom today.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I didn't. I set my thing for David's on here. I do it on when he does it. His nighttime, my date. That can't hang on the other one. I can't stay up until 10 a.m. I take my medicine. And
Yeah, no, I'm the same. It doesn't fit in with me. But anyway, I seen him on doing one with Jack yesterday, I think.
I think he was on today too.
Okay.
But I I get the notices at one. Well, I'm sleeping at 1:45 a.m. But yeah, when you put them out, you put them out. But
That's it. Oh, it's hot here too. Hot in the house tonight. Got the door open, cooling down a bit. But...
Is it hot?
Well, it was 32 Celsius or whatever that is, nearly 90 degrees, so pretty warm today.
32 is 90?
88 or something. I don't know. Somewhere around there.
You over here, you look at 25 34 is cooking. But the people that live here, it's hot. They don't need to know the number. It's hot. But
it's the first
I can tell
time we've had it.
right now it's 36 Fahrenheit. It's damn near freezing. Well,
Yeah.
and it's November, man. I don't. This is the first time in my life I ever had a November. I forget it's November. I feel like it's August.
Yeah,
But
take a while to adjust.
I can honestly say that, I'd rather seek relief from the heat than from the cold. And because you're going to be in a box for an eternity of that. I don't, I got little, I don't like it. I don't like cold. I don't want to keep track of my years. In 3-month increments.
Mom.
I like the way I got. But I have to get my numbers on that truck and I got the numbers. I got the exchange rate right now. Today is 55 point. That would get me that truck under 30,000. I'm telling you.
Okay.
When So, well, when am I locked in? Whenever the financing starts, that's what they, you know what? Can you lock me in for 55.8? That's pretty good.
Mm.
And only go up, no downside, no going low. Or where you're at, go up. I get in that. I've just seen them in videos. I'm thinking, well, it's the equivalent of the Toyota Tacoma. So I'm looking at these videos, these guys sitting there. I'm thinking, pretty big. But when I get in there, the track of a seat, you gotta put it on the decline, incline, whatever you want to use, so your face is not in front of it.
Okay.
I'm thinking, man, this is like driving like I hacked up my own car, and but it's a diesel. It's a 2.4 when I look.
The
2.8.
bi-turbo? Turbo?
Yeah, it's not a bi. Yeah, it's a turbo diesel.
Okay.
The one that's the problem. Well, it's not a problem because it hasn't been tested that much yet. Because it's like the Ford bi-turbo, a 2-liter engine in America is good. That's as low as anybody should go is 2-liter, because I had a Ford Fusion. That thing hauled ass. That thing moved like a V8. But bi-turbos are like uncharted territory there for the cars.
Okay.
You know, and only time's gonna tell, because if you beat the shit out of that thing, you're forcing all that air so much. There's no telling how long it'll last. Now, if you have a single one, as long as you don't drive it like a maniac, you'll get the mileage of a gas engine. It's a simpler function.
Yeah.
But, it's they got Innova is a 2.8 diesel engine, but they got a new one out now. It's Innova Xenix, and it's a gas engine 2-liter turbo. And, that would be ideal. The only thing is you can't haul dirt in it, but if you're going to buy a refrigerator, you can probably get in there.
Yeah. You got to haul dirt, you get a truck anyway. Or
Yeah,
tip
well,
and deliver it, you know.
I'm getting a 4x2. I'm getting a 4x2 because I'm getting a 2 because the 2.8, it's a vented part. It has to do with the air filter system, that it's allowing dust to get past the air filter, and that dust is covering like oxygen sensors. So it drastically reduces the way the truck runs, and it shuts off some of the safety because it when it goes on the fritz, it shuts itself off.
It goes on to limp mode. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you can drive it without it, but
Yeah.
you could do a lot of things.
Uh,
So I wanted a 2.8, but I wasn't willing to pay it. They had a 2023 Gov. I got that one for $31,000 US. But I'm not, I'm at right around 29, 30 now. I just can't, given the construction and all that shit, if I want to put on a condition, I can't be messing with that. So,
yeah, it's good.
me having a 2.8 ain't gonna make my what's gonna prolong me improving the house.
Won't even know the difference when you're driving it.
Yeah. Well, hey, this traffic here is like you're not gonna do a whole lot of racing.
Yeah.
And again,
That's right. You'll be lucky if you're doing more than 30 k's an hour.
yeah, if I get up to 40, it's that time for a party.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I asked my the highway here, not the interstate like we got. The highway here is like what the highways in America used to be like before they built the interstate. And with the exception of being in Manila, that's interstate stuff. But by us, we used to have to drive like 20 miles to get to the interstate down the street, a boulevard, 2-lane boulevard. And I, after in my younger years, and some of the other times, when I was a little older, I beat the shit out of them. They should have had me for a test drive because I drove the Sabres. I don't know if you know that one. It was a beautiful Sabre. We used to call them boats.
Okay.
My dad had 2 of them. They were used. I beat the shit. Have you ever seen dirt track racing where those guys go through a turn and the dirt and they're sliding?
Well, yeah.
That's how I drove the ghetto cruiser. I drove that fucking car like I was,
It takes a lot of skill on a big car because they kick back pretty hard.
I could drive and find anybody. I could drive like nobody else. I could handle anything. I could handle it. I was good at it. Only a couple of times that I had a momentary lapse of reason because I was drunk. There was a sleet storm. I had a 4-speed from there, and I see this barracuda. So I'm coming up a side street, and I go, I'm banging gears. Well, the road was slick, and it spun my car. If I'd had a single wheel drive, it would have just stopped. I was spinning. When you're spinning, that one wheel's turning and engages the other one. You have limited slip. And all I could see coming at my face was a tree trunk. That bam. Hit that thing and that barracuda came back. I left, I didn't get hurt. And I don't even know if I was insurance at that.
I'm going to be back in a minute, Tony. I'm going for a smoke.
All right.
No worries.
Just wait on my Norwegian cousin here. Simon's got to be back there. Maybe Maria, but she's working. Or maybe the Twit. Are you out there, Twit? Ronald? Nah, would have been here. Friday nights, Monday night, isn't it, boy? You're tall. You're tall. I think he's going to be over 6 foot. My son's 5'11". I think he'd be 6 foot if he quit slouching. He's getting married next year, so I'm going to go back. His wedding, I got my airfare. I told my son to give me a specific location. He's on vacation, so I've helped him more than anyone and other kids, and it gives me a hard time. So, you can come on here and introduce yourself. Maybe. So I'll be the sign out. I bought a couple of massages one time. They told me it was optional. When I left them on, she was disappointed. Felt good. I mean, I even fell asleep. But my back issue, man, I don't know, man. Well, it's a real gamble right now. It would have me would lay me up for a year. The one type, the other type, for a couple of weeks maybe. I got this big pillow my I slept real comfortable like that, but because I was on an angle, my back. Oh shit! I woke up my leg again. So if you have any minor things, I'm young, shake it off. 'Cause once you start getting up to weird, especially when you get 60, there's things that probably do a little bit are with you more than they ever were. I'm being real mild today, man. I don't get breathe. Yeah, you do my thought I might have had my version of the my version of the Musad. Anyway, I think Simon Says probably on the probably being near home. Our new bestest Newfound buddy. I like this. Man, I wish I had a ton of cash. I'd take a flight. Might start at 13A. I was gonna wait till after I got home. But, I only had 3, man. I'm running slow today.
How many you got in the background?
3.
Okay.
That doesn't include us.
Yeah. Some
But
workers.
oh yeah, you might have the twit in the Philippines on. I tell you, man. I know people, and when it's just a note to anyone. When you're going through life and you're fooling yourself and everybody else, there'll come a time where that'll end, and you know you're either gonna be mentally tough enough or not, because all that bullshit way of living is gonna catch up to you. Like I was saying earlier or anytime, you you can accept somebody's apology when they either got out of line or they did something dumb and one time, one off. But when you're truly shitting yourself, fooling yourself, you never change. That person, you're always that person. And it's always somebody else's fault. What's up, Chester? Got the other nephew here. What's happening, man? You want to say hi? I'm Clarence. Come say hi to Fred. You pulling up you or something? He's in Australia. You know where that is?
Hello, Chester. Chester, was it?
Chuck Clarence.
Clarence? Sorry,
I
mate.
just I just
There you
call
go.
him. I call him Chester when I can't remember his
Starts with a C.
well, I had an uncle Chester. I think of him very often. So
nice,
Chester was
nice
Chester was
haircut.
yeah, nice uncle. My uncle Chuck, his Italian name was Aniceto.
Okay.
He was born in San Lorenzo. Well, my boy crashed here. He's like the
Is that northern Italy? I don't know. I don't know where it is.
yeah. Well, where my uncle was, they came over. My grandfather was born in.
Okay.
He was he died in '69 at 62, so he had been born. He just turned 62 or 63. So he had been born in 1906 or something.
Jesus.
And my grandfather, my great grandfather, they all went back to Italy. We didn't like it here, but then shit was happening over there, partisans or whatever, that stormtrooping kind of communist, kind of shit, fascism and all that. So they came back.
Yeah.
Lots of relatives in Pennsylvania. Matter of fact, um, there's a hardware store by Kiko with my last name on it.
Okay.
And I commented on their thing. Oh, thanks for reaching out, but they weren't interested. My grand, what it was my, and I had a question to it. My great grandfather, his name was Giuseppe. He's called him Joe. His brother's name was Jack. I don't know if it was just those two. I never, and because my great grandparents had the same last name, so it's hard to follow one from the other. But um, I had a cousin out there that did. Man, I just got off of that. I got off of that ancestry thing.
Yeah.
I was talking to a lady one time, and my uncle's first cousin's name was Anna, just like my grandmother. First name and middle name, last name. So I'm thinking this chick doesn't really know that my grandmother and my grandfather's his, his married wife's name was the same as his first cousin. She's my third.
Uh,
Uh, Most of them, well, all of them, except for my great grandfather, he left Pennsylvania and went to Ohio. And then my grandfather went on to Milwaukee. And my uncle Chester stayed in Ohio.
is Milwaukee in Oregon?
No, there's two of them. One's in Milwaukee, one's in Oregon.
Okay.
Well, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it's an Indian name. A lot of us Indian French. It's called Milwaukee, Indian term. And the one in Oregon, in Wisconsin, it's Milwaukee. In Oregon, it's spelled differently.
I didn't realize there was two places.
Hey, I live in a small town called Cudahy. They're known for they had their butchered pig, made bacon and all that. Butchered them, did the whole thing. Well, these get a bad rap because you get behind one of those trucks from the interstate, it's full of pigs. And they stopped slaughtering them. They did it somewhere else and just processed the meat.
Means a different thing here. Car full of pigs means policemen.
Over here, there's a party coming.
Okay.
But over there was like everybody made fun of it. So when you're young like that, but anyway, the founder of Cudahy, Wisconsin, his brother, I think his brother, some years after that, I don't know if it was 2015 or whatever.
Uncle Donnie are just laying on the bed.
Okay. There's a place in California called Cudahy, California. It's one of these many small towns that it is southeast of LA or something, or east of LA. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's only one square mile.
Jesus. Man, okay.
I'm surprised that the government, because it was subsidized local municipalities, firefighters, cops, all that shit. They subsidize it because there's no way out of a town that's just 1 square mile, he's gonna have enough revenue to have a couple different fire departments and police. But it's spelled the same, and
Okay.
I liked it there, man. My kid played baseball. Both my son and daughter did, but my son more than my daughter did. So our local grocery store was called Pick and Save, and they closed it because what I liked about that place was I knew everybody there. I could get in and out of there in 20 minutes because I knew where everything was. It wasn't a big store. And they shut it down, man. That was like when it wasn't baseball season or football or whatever, you'd always run into them. Somebody.
Yeah.
So when that closed, that changed that.
It's the same in my town here. If I go down the street, you run into 2, 3, 4 people that you know. Wherever you go, it's great.
Yeah.
It's good.
And the thing is, mostly I like most of them, not all of them. But it was almost like a reunion every once a week.
Yeah. Wow.
And all the people I would see, I spent time with because I was involved in coaching. And I got to know their kids, and one of them, man, his dad was a cop. I saw him his last day on the job. And his son, I remember these guys from short, man. He was like, his dad's like 6'2". His brother was 6'4". And for a while there, it looked like he wasn't going to get there. He had a late spurt. He was like 15 or something. But I can remember these guys. It's so small, little, It's times like that that make you feel like you're old.
The alarm's going off. Well,
You smoke alarm.
no, me glucose alarm.
Uh-oh. Well, got a late turnout today. I don't know if I'm going to hang out here too much longer. Pete will probably by his mom. Quit's probably.
Yeah, I got a new thing because I used to have it on my phone, and then they changed the app, and it kept dropping out on my phone. So I rang them up and I said, I'm paying $120 for a sensor, and now it's dropping out on my phone. They said, "Oh, we changed the phone. We changed the app. Your phone's not compatible." And I said, "What am I supposed to do?" They said, "Buy a new phone." I said, "I'm not buying a new phone. Send me a bloody free reader."
$1,000 for a new phone or something.
Wow. Everything's been the same for 18 months, and all of a sudden they update their app and it doesn't work.
I would get these guys.
I got a free sensor, or a free reader, so that's pretty good.
Bud, when I was talking about Bud, he's got it on his phone. It's just because he's
Yeah.
So he's real religious about when he's supposed to take something or other. He's got a phone that's got everything on it, everything that I don't even need. But I on my bank now is Great Bank. Got they bought out this other one. They got the greatest online app and all that shit, man. I mean, the way they break that down, and for me, I can even understand, which is a plus. But it's easy to do. It's easy to do on a computer. That's why today's banks, they make them like the size of a homegrown hamburger stand. You know, because everybody doesn't go to them anymore.
We lost 3 of our banks in our town. Now I have to drive 28 k's either way to my local bank.
They did. They didn't. They didn't get absorbed by a bigger one.
No, they just shut the branches down.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
Great
they reckon
Mark.
they want
Look at
everyone
this
to do it online, you know. But
Look
I
at, look at,
don't agree with that. So
well,
hey, hello,
hey,
Monk. How you going, Monk?
hey, Monk. A part of what was great for me also was that the other bank I had, they were right at the pick and save, right at the grocery store. So you know, I'm going along. I used to write my. Never had no cards. I used to write myself a check for whatever the money last. Just good, man. Very good. So I they were closing, but I was oblivious to this shit. And then the next week I come in, it goes closed. What the hell happened, man? You know, I really I must have not knew the guys as good as I thought. But there goes about 20 people at least that used to be part of your life.
Well, the disappointing thing here is that not only they shut the branch, they ripped the ATM machine out as well. So,
Yeah, well, you know what? The bank, my branch bank, they took out the coin machine. They don't want them pennies no more. They did for a while, but not anymore.
yeah.
So look at this, man, Monk. I haven't seen you in like what 2 years. If this is the same one, unless this is the twit in the Philippines is trying to get over.
Sent him somewhere a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember.
Monk, I went. I came last year from January to June, and I went home for some business, and then I got back in April. So I got one more trip. My son's getting married. I already got my ticket. So I'm trying to get my oldest son that made the ticket because he's right. He's got we share a bank account, so he can help me out with that. So he's on vacation now, and I said, give me a seat like at the middle of the plane where you have nobody in front of you, and I could stretch my legs out. I don't get cramped or nothing.
Yeah.
He hasn't responded back to me. Apparently, these seats are still open, and they're near the bathroom. My parts stink more than that bathroom does.
Is that a good or a bad thing? I hate being near the
Well, I used to have people get up in their seats and turn around looking like they acted like they're looking for somebody. If they're, I mean, it wasn't like I was trying. You eat airplane food. So I go to the can on the way back here. I flew Qatar Airlines, excellent airline. So I go to the bathroom. So I'm kind of tired, I'm like, well, I got these things, it looked like a lever for the door. It was a freaking ashtray. I pulled it out of the wall. And I couldn't see to the people who were in the seats. I thought, oh hell, in my hand, like what the fuck is this? So I left it. I took it in the bathroom and left it. Oh my god, that was the worst coach seats. When if you were in front of me and you tilted your back, the shit was in my chest. It was, and I said to myself, I got a spring for the business class, but the business class is like $5,000 now. So I thought, well, I'll get premium economy. And then I get a more of a, it's near business. I get more of a leg. So
No.
I cannot tell you. I'm sure I said that to you, but I cannot freaking talk. I can almost not tolerate. I couldn't tolerate the way I felt. I felt so freaking bad. I couldn't go nowhere or do nothing. It hurt me so goddamn much.
Oh.
And then I ended up sitting next to a guy who was from the fishing village my wife was from. You know, that's like a needle in a haystack.
Wow.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Good evening.
What's up, old ladies?
Hey, Monk is here. You're here, man. Jesus.
Yeah, Ronald.
Hey, brother Craig. Monk here too? Chris Jones?
No, either you broke up with your girlfriend, Monk, or you're bordered in hell if you came out here.
Creative Monk. Long time no see.
Yeah, no, man. I don't know if you had that little avatar. Yeah, you had that avatar last time.
I thought he was out making Bitcoin.
You might have been. I'd have thought you'd have been here by now, right?
Mhm.
Monk coin.
Hey, Ronald, it was you that put those pictures on there, right?
Those papers.
The pictures from my avatars.
Yeah, I
Yes.
just go on there, I do that all the time. I do it for somebody deceased too.
I just I wasn't sure. That's why I said what I said.
Well, you see what I changed it to because it's Veterans Day coming up, and I got my uniform on.
It is. Okay. Well, you let me know before you do those next time, so I know. We ain't got no cost.
Tell me what I have to do that for.
Oh, no, why not? You got nothing else to do.
It's already on the fucking Facebook. What the fuck?
Yeah, you go on Facebook. You go on. You have a doctor's appointment, and you have another 30 days before you have another one.
No, I put in the picture I want up. Who the fuck are you?
So, I forget Monk's name, man. Wait,
Chris.
are you? When and if are you going to be here? I thought you were going to be here around the same time I was.
Yeah, well,
Hey, Monk, you didn't know this, but I got my Philippine driver's license.
where?
And when I was sitting there, the guy, got some cool people here. So I'm sitting there. I go up, the guy called my name, I go to the window, whatever, 5. He says, so renewing I was exchanging them actually. They didn't take my other one. It's just my other one's good till 2030.
Mm,
This one's good till 27, and I renew it for 10 years.
yeah, hold on.
I
How
said,
much it- How much it cost you for 10 years?
well, that's in America. It cost me $75.
I paid mine last month, $228 for 10 years.
Mine was a commercial license too. That's why it cost more for me.
Okay.
But the other one, I got everything now, man. I mean, the guy says, "Oh, you want a motorcycle one too?" Sure, man. He says, "Oh, you want that? They have this little plastic thing you can put your license in, because most people they got that front little, like a sash kind of. You have your little carrying case in the middle of your chest, so nobody can snatch it from you." And he said, "You want one of those?" I said, "Yeah." Well, they're 50 pesos. But this guy goes, motorcycle. Hey, for a second, it baffled me. I went, "Oh, yeah. So I got that on there, and if they got a car whose vision isn't 20/20 or better than that, you cannot read the fine freaking print for nothing. Because my brother-in-law's brother works, and he did a little of the paper running for me because it's my first time. Take it to medical. It's all chop really. And so I thought he was doing it all, he did all the running for me. And when I got up to that window, I'm like, for a split second, I'm like, what do you mean? What do I thought I had to take a test for that. I was going to argue with him and go, yeah, put me in there, man. So I got them all now. I can ride. It's just been, believe me, if you can shift a car, same principle with motorcycles. Except for nowadays, I do not know. Oh, you're coming next year. I do not know. That's pretty good. 2024. What part of the Philippines you going to be in there?
We probably go Cebu, like the rest of those maniacs.
Yeah. Well, I thought he'd be out there in Thailand with the Bangkok with the rest of those freaks. So I got me a bunch of important document cards now. I got like.
How long did it take, Tony?
How long? For the one here, you're saying the process and all that.
Yeah, your license.
So I went. Okay, this is when you're switching over. They call it. You got to pay the medical. You got to take this little stupid test. How many medicines you take, whatever. I got high blood pressure. They give this color chart, fucking whatever, red, green, black, blue, whatever. And that cost. What did that cost? The minimum cost me $8,000 for the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So after I renew it, it won't be nothing near there. But so, and that's right next to Gaisano here. So we did that, and also the admission test is done there. You wouldn't know it looking at it. I mean, it looks like a sorry story.
Wait till.
So
I was in the Philippines like this, with the hoodie on, in the heat, baby. I was loving it, just like this.
yeah, well, I saw a guy at one of the ports when I was taking a ride up to Naga at one time, and this guy had a jacket on. He was a black guy. It must have been a true Filipinos guy.
African.
This guy, yeah. Well, evidently his people were here before the world split off. Ships and plates and all that shit. So it's about 74, 72 off the wall. You can feel a little bit of cool, but you still had that humidity. And this dude was wearing a jacket like it was 40 below zero, man. He's going like this. And I'm sitting there, I got my shorts on, t-shirt, and I thought, if that guy must have it worse than me, because this don't bother me. And if it bothers me, I'll let you know. It sucks. But the jacket he had on had those I don't know what you call them, baffles. It was like a stitched line of feathers here, kind of like a skiing jacket kind of thing. Oh, but anyway, it was I gave him a little bit, sister. Or,
They thought I was happy hour when I was there. I was like,
so after you get it, you got to do the medical thing with the questions, like I said. What meds you on? High blood pressure. So you go there, and when you walk in, there's a desk behind plexiglass, and you say what you're there for. Well, I'm transferring. The paperwork will say that because you're bringing it from the medical department. So you got everything you need, and then you go take a seat, and then they call you your little note your order of businesses. You go wait. They call you up there. You go up there. Do a little small talk, and I'm transferring licenses. Okay, and they're gonna ask you. Well, at least they did here. Hey, you want a motorcycle one too? Oh yeah. Despite the fact I haven't been on a bike in 1980, so. But
I
it
was
it
the Filipinos too. Ask them about their medication. They don't spend money on medication. I wonder if they ask them.
I well, it's a general question, I guess.
Because
No,
if you
I'm
walk
not on.
into the and
I'm
he
not
ain't got
on
no
the psychotic. I'm not on the psychotic medicine. No.
word, let's say
Well, we
you
should,
have a boxer. Oh yeah, and in this corner,
yeah, that's Ali, man.
weighing in at 160 pounds, featherweight.
Refrigerator, man. Chop, chop.
Yeah, I was kicking it there for 2 months.
I don't know.
Chris, I
I
already
don't
moved to
know.
the Philippines already. All my stuff is over there.
I don't know what it's like where you'll be, but
Who?
I'm
I'm
I
gonna
want
be
to
in
get one
Pampanga.
when you're over there, man.
I'm gonna be in Pampanga.
The time is okay. Thank you. Well, these kids are either fast or my concept of time is slow.
All right.
I just get your time.
Asked that, I could have swore I asked him like 5 seconds ago, and here it is.
Once I get finished, I just got
Anyway,
my 58 Staples. I'm trying to answer Chris' question. I mean his inquiry.
nah,
I don't know. I think about June or maybe August of this year. Because
when you
I got
looking,
all medical and dental stuff I got to get done before I go back.
when are you looking to be back here?
July or August. I got the family reunion in June. So if I fly back to Seattle, I'll fly down to LA and then go straight to Clark.
Yeah, that's where I'm flying into. And the nice thing about this one is my layovers are like 3.5 to 4 hours, and not long. You know, so I fly from Butuan here to Manila, and 3.5 hours. Then I go from Manila to LA, and LA to Chicago. On the way back, though, I leave Chicago and go to Vancouver, and then Canada, and then over to Manila. But the nice thing, I've been to San Francisco, never LA, but San Francisco and Chicago are, it used to be a snap, very easy. And when last time I came through last year, and when I came back to America, I asked the guy because this chick was here, they're standing there like one of these young people they're bored with the job, they're laying. And I said, "Hey, you got a real exciting job, huh?" And after I walked by her, I go, "What do you say? What do you?" So I go there and I say to the guy, I said, "Man, what happened here?" I said, "This used to be freaking fast." And he goes, "Well, ever since COVID." So smart guy, me, on the way there, I said, I'll go to the airport where I live. I'll pay the $200 or whatever, $180 for the 20-minute flight, because then I don't have to transfer baggage. I just get off and get on another one.
Hey, well, when you do, Tony, make sure you get that wheelchair assist, bro.
Well, but I did. That's why I kept telling my son, man, because I had it, and I kept messaging him. I said, "Tell him I need boarding, priority board." So, so I go there early. My flight don't leave till like 1:30, 2 o'clock. I get there at 11 a.m. Always been that way. Get early. Thank God I did, because that plane that I left on at 11:30 got there when my other one was supposed to be there. Because we were on the runway. They kept postponing it because I think it was weather conditions or such. So I thought, all the times I decide to splurge, I'm getting fucked. So yeah, all the while I'm thinking, why didn't I take the Coach USA like I was gonna? All those other times I take the bus for $57 round trip. You know, fucking. I thought I got a little coin in my pocket. I'm gonna think, oh my god. So you got how much you got to go with your doctor stuff there, Ronald? You said I forget.
Say what now? Yeah, well, I got the staples taken out the day before yesterday, and then no, the day before yesterday,
That's
I
your
had
leg.
I had 6 teeth pulled. The day before that, I had the 58
Jesus.
staples taken out. So I still got some edema. I'm working on that right now. I got some medication to, suck up all this fluid out the leg and shit.
Hey, you're not menstruating. Is that what you're saying?
Not this week, bro.
This sounds like a fun week, Ronald.
Hey, hey, now that we're on the subject, listen. You realize, guys, you do or don't, but you got the week before the movie, the week of and after, so you get 1 week a month that you can be stupid.
Me? I get every day.
Yeah, that's why you've been married for 1 more time than me.
Why waste a week, Tony, when you can be stupid all day, every day?
But anyway, you're working on, you're still working on 1% or 10%, however it goes.
No, I already got my 100%. I'm a fully retired military.
You're good with all.
Yeah.
You got your max. You're gonna get out of stick it to the man.
All right. I'm
So-
telling you, you will get the grease, Tony. You got to get your
So
benefits. Don't let them slip by you. You got to get them.
Now you only got that chair and TV. What do you sleep on?
I got an air mattress right here.
Okay, I thought maybe you'd buy some cheap futon or something.
I hope you got a pump to blow it up.
It's got a plug in. You just plug it in and turn
Ah,
on the fan.
beautiful. I just
Yeah.
imagine on the go.
Yeah, fuck no.
Yeah.
It'll be on the floor.
Hey, you know what a pain in the ass to do something like that is when you got good lungs. You know, jeez.
I know that's right. If you like blood sports,
Those guys, when I get pulled over for that OW, they go blow harder. I'm sticking my tongue in front of the little airway, so maybe it'll slow it down enough to give me a break.
well, I'm going to let the air out, right, and put it in one of these big iron boxes and ship this over there.
What? Say what?
I want to take this air mattress. It's a queen size air mattress. I'm just going to take it to the Philippines with me, use it for
The
something.
baffles,
Good idea.
Right? If
Me
we
and,
sleep,
me,
they
and,
sleep on.
me and one of the ex-brothers, me and one of the ex-
I can't sleep on that shit.
You can get the firmest just how you like it.
Yep. Also firm. This is the way I like it, but don't overinflate it because some of the seams might fucking
You
rip.
roll off the edge.
yeah,
When I got that hole in the first one, I patched it up pretty good and it held. But then it was a slow leak. So when I wake up and shit, it's like I'm in a sinking boat. It's like,
I gotta tell you, man. Back in the day, I had a water bill. I got moved, but they say, well, it's got baffles in it. What the fuck is a baffle? I don't know. So we moved. So we let all the air out.
mhm.
So apparently, there's a way it's supposed to be folded, so you don't fuck them. You don't fuck them baffles up. What it is if you don't do it the way you're supposed to, they all shift to one area.
All right.
Then it's screwed. So me and one of the ex-brother-in-laws, we're lowering it down because we're moving from upstairs to downstairs,
Mhm.
And we're both of us are stoned, and we got it all wrapped up in the rope. One of us didn't hold on tight enough, and He went down to the bottom. We just looked at each other. Oh, wow, man.
Well, Chris, I'm accumulating
Chicken
shit while I'm here,
Cheech and
so
Chong shit.
I got my laptop here, I got my Xbox here, I got my sewing machine table here, I got my 4-inch fat bicycle tire, I got my
You still got,
stroller, I got my saxophone.
you
Plus I
still
have
got your,
so I gotta ship some more stuff.
let your
Anyway.
kids go downstairs and play, man.
No, the shipping's not a hassle. It's only $100. It doesn't matter how much it weighs.
I can't hear you with all this bullshit, man.
It'll just
These
fly.
guys are all showing it.
Slow
These
boat
guys
to China, but it'll get there.
Man, you're gonna get me out of drunken and disorderly here.
Well, I ain't even started on the Canadian Miss yet.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I told Craig he was a early bird to go up for punishment. I go to buy. She might be on this tonight.
No worries.
Mimi's a sale. So I go in there. I look at
Go red,
it.
baby.
So I go in there.
All right, Chris.
Bye. And I said,
The real deal. How you feel?
go to test drive, right?
Can't
Hey,
see
go on
that
the screen,
far.
man. They don't allow us.
Tony, you get one
Hold
of
on.
these. This big ass thing costs $1 at the dollar store.
Yeah, here you go.
I usually put them in the freezer and make them slushy and shit. Then I can enjoy it even better.
Let me take a memento por favor here because I'm like these
You
guys.
want one?
No, I got one.
They say I got no teeth at the top.
A minute though. I bet she's still there. Hey. Downstairs. Go. I can't hear up here.
Matter of fact, I'll send you the professor version. I'll give you a mix.
Go. I can't hear up here. Get going.
It's 5 a.m. right now, so
Is it?
5 o'clock
Oh, Jesus.
somewhere.
Somewhere.
Just a taste. Just a taste.
Get out of here. Do I come here on a Friday night to your place and do this? No, I don't.
Yep.
Every Friday night.
Why do these
Hey,
guys?
Kiko.
Why don't they wait till Friday night? They don't do this shit on Thursday.
Because they just want to piss you off. They like to,
Yeah.
you know how we used to like to get
Well,
the
no,
old
but-
folks riled up.
I get one night a week. I get labeled a drunk.
Yeah, we don't rile them up too much because that belt come out and you get your ass whooped. You'll be back in your room checking the wounds.
Guys are all shrunk each other to wieners.
Yeah, but you
What's
bug
going on,
out before
people?
that happens.
I know that's right.
Anyway, where you been, Kiko? How's the mom?
She's still there.
Still
Going to
there?
rehab. Not doing much better.
Oh no.
She's,
Sorry to hear that, mate.
what's her mindset?
Tired, you know. She's well. I don't know. It's totally different from like a month before she fell. She's starting to, you know, she's starting to not talk sense and stuff. So, but that can be
Oh, yeah.
expected after 99 years, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what happens. But she got 99 in. Shit, we ain't
And,
gonna
and
get
not
that.
not only did she break her head or her
Wait.
hip, but once she was in there, she fell out of her bed.
Oh, how the
Scarred
fuck
her
they make
face.
that happen?
don't they put
Not allowed
guardrails up on things?
No, they're not allowed to have guardrails on the side of the bed.
Why, they're gonna
It's a
fence
state
somebody?
law. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. Isn't that real intelligent?
That's another
Jesus.
lawsuit.
So what we did was we went down. The physical therapy people have these soft cushion wedges that you wedge into
Oh.
each side, the hip on each side. So
Yeah.
it's like wheel
So you just
chocks on a
like
plane, you
like
know.
we used to do
Yes.
the baby.
Yeah.
You know, when they
Wheel
have the
chocks
baby,
you put
the
on a
baby
vehicle.
roll, we used to stick something under the mattress so that it'll be tilted up.
Well, they put about 6 mat on both sides of the bed. Like really gonna
Mhm.
help. You know, if you fall from a couple feet up.
Right, look.
But anyways,
I'm
sorry.
No.
I've fallen a lot of times, man. Not willingly either.
And look at that, Mike. Look at that, Craig. You see that Wendy's cup right there?
No. Oh, the one with I can see it on the big TV, not on the.
It
Thanks.
looks like
Can you
it's
do
got a
that
handle
again?
on it, don't it?
It does.
that from?
It doesn't
That's
have a
right.
handle.
That's my coffee.
Oh, you're pissing that thing?
Okay.
I was looking at it myself. I'm like, what the fuck? What is
Hey,
it?
Like you got a
It's
Wendy's
like,
bug.
it's like a 1 liter bottle of Coke.
Oh,
Hey, my daughter worked there, and I never got one of those.
I know, right?
It's a hologram.
It's a hologram, baby.
Optical confusion.
Oh.
I was tripping. I'm like, when the fuck did I get a cup with a handle?
Or the handle on it. Wow.
You're a heavy drinker. and You coming out of windows with a handle.
The hair,
Oh,
is that
I can
supposed to
see
be like
it
that?
now. That's good.
Yeah, see, it looks
Oh,
like it's got a handle.
you just destroyed the
But you're being
illusion.
sassy.
Yeah.
That's
Well, since I got these teeth pulled out, I can't have regular coffee, so I got to drink ice.
What's the yellow one beside you? Is that your piss jar?
This in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Canadian Missing Mountain Dew, baby.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
where's the King of Canada live in Ottawa? He's right next to Montreal.
These come from the dollar store, Tony. You get them for nothing.
He's what? Oh, Mexico.
Yeah,
Hey.
beer mug.
Wait a minute.
Nobody want to drink a glass of water. This shit, you need getting up 5 times filling it up. So you get one of these buzzers. Put your beer in it, Tony. Take the edge off. Get all those bubbles out. I just pour the beer straight in till it foams all the way up. So when I drink it, it goes down smooth, no gas.
There you go.
The beer wrong for years.
Hey, you got a jar of Pepto there just in case, huh?
Yeah, goddamn pills. Well, I can't really,
You can eat. You can
master.
eat shit at
You just swallow them in the potatoes, and they're not really getting any saliva to help digest it. So when they get down there with the
So-
calcium pills and shit, they
So-
just
You spend the majority of your days never tired, John. You got on right now.
well,
Wait
you know,
for me.
sometimes you got to put the car in the shop to get it fixed sometimes. So I'm just
Ronald,
amazed.
you still have your own teeth, Ronald?
I got 9 of my original teeth left.
Oh,
They took all the ones
Your
out
new
the
grill?
on Tuesday. Or was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. They took the top. They took
go.
4 out at the top and 2 at the bottom, and left the rest. I have to go to a next dentist now because VA pays so slow. They don't want to deal with it.
Wow.
So I can get that done community based, no problem. Then, well, the dentist hooked me up. He evened up the gums already at the top, so
So,
I can get a fitting for a top.
in case I missed it, you're gonna be where you're at for how long now?
At least till June for the family reunion. Then I'm out of here.
Family reunion in
Blow it up,
Philadelphia.
Tom. Blow it up.
Phil, wait a minute.
See, that's nothing up there.
Oh
You're gonna-
my! Oh my goodness!
That's
You're
like
going to
old
Philadelphia, right?
no job.
You're gonna
Making me horny.
Oh, fuck, you better go
Greg
back
knows
to
that one.
I tell you, Granny, give you that no tooth head job, boy, you be in heaven.
That's right.
I'm telling you what, man. You got. Hey, listen. Now I got all you
Leave my
kids. here.
nephew alone.
Get someone,
Uh-oh.
someone official there without teeth. Let him yell at the
Hey.
kids. That'll scare them.
Hey.
I know, right? I still
Look
got the
here.
sisters in here.
Look.
Driving me
The
nuts.
problem,
Hey.
the problem
Talk
here
like-
is we got a fucking toilet, but yet some of these guys piss on the floor in front of their fucking toilet.
Damn.
Now you
So
sound
if you're
like
that
Mike Tyson.
close, if you're that close, don't you think you finished the freaking job, man?
No, because they want to see what it looks like on the floor.
No, but
Like
look, if they do that here, they can do that at my house. Ain't happening.
Well, you know, they do it
Mike
anyway.
Tyson.
What was that? I was at my place in Cavite, and Jonah, we was all sitting around drinking. Jonah's brother, he just got up and turned around and pissed right there off the balcony. He didn't even walk to the edge or nothing. He just stood right
Somebody
there.
walk.
But
You see me
nothing.
walking there. Hey, you know what I saw once? My friend opened up a bar. I helped him out with the place, so he gave me free beer. So he's got this band playing one night.
Mm.
You know, bringing people. Problem with that place was there was no parking. You know. But anyway, this band's got all this shit wired. You know, the cords run everywhere. They got this big junction box. You know, with like four things are plugged into it. This guy gets up off the chair, walks right over and starts pissing right on that junction. him going, hey,
Ronald,
you
right?
talk about somebody getting a charge at something.
I was watching one of Black Filipino TV videos, and he was walking around down in the middle somewhere. And this old lady, he was going toward the market, and he was still filming, just holding up his program or whatever the hell that thing, GoPro. And the lady just squatted down and took a shit right there in front of the market. And he caught her crusty ass and everything on film. I was like, oh.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
That's
She didn't
happened
have on no
Hey,
underwear. She just lifted up her dress and
that-
squat.
back when they had the old rehab buses, they called them. They had the Allison transmission, Detroit Motors. They had that old fare box with the glass on, you know, the aluminum, metal and glass. And then this in the sky, the story goes that was way before we started. When I used to ride, they said, lady, they say, hey, lady, you got to put something in the box. She reached down between her legs and pulled out a fucking bloody tampon and stuck it in the box.
Oh. Oh, and then too, you know, Tony, when you ride those buses in the Philippines.
She only rode the bus 3 days a month, did she?
Oh,
Okay, let's all go to lunch.
Yeah, so much for lunch.
Like my steak extra rare.
I had an old lady. It was raining out, man. I normally would have dusted her, but then she wasn't gonna pay. And I'm like, fuck, I should have went, but I didn't. And I stopped her to pick her up, and I go, well, you know, I'm going to Bayshore here, and you gotta get another bus where shit goes here. So I get there, and I keep, you know, I got a little long break though, because it's like second from my last trip, and the other buses pull in from there. And I said, hey, you got to get going. Yeah. She goes out there. She got sweatpants on. I got my phone out because I'm looking through my shit like everybody else. And she starts pissing. And I'm looking at her going, what the fuck? And she says, you ain't taking no pictures, are you? Because that would be embarrassing.
Oh, shit. You got your ass out there. What could be worse?
And I thought, what the fuck is this?
You don't care about that. Kiko, you got to put the military picture up, Kiko. We've got Veterans Day coming up.
It took all of my break to get her ass out of the court because she didn't have any particular place to go.
Man, I gotta figure out how to do that, Ronald.
Dude, I went to nights when I the last like 4 years I was there. It was freaking sweet.
You go to your little corner, the picture in the corner, you click on edit, edit your avatar.
Right.
And then
Go to a photo album.
yeah, go to your pictures on your hard drive.
Hey,
What's up, Dave?
yeah, I missed yours Thursday. I don't know if you had one Thursday morning there, David, or not. Hard to keep up with you. Sometimes you're on, sometimes you're not.
What year was that? I think this picture was 86. We was in Toulon, France.
You didn't like no white people back then, did you?
Yeah, I had to wear the whites off the boat. And I was sitting up there, me and this blonde French girl. I was about to get it on with her, but then I was the only one there. So, we had the buddy system. You just don't go with any chick by yourself. So I put her in the cab and closed the door. I said, "See you later." I could have got that ass that night. I was feeling all
that-
night.
That was the modern day version of casual sex back then.
Oh yeah, well you know, when you're in France and you see a woman walking with a dog, that's a prostitute.
My buddy was begging. We went out and we were in New Jersey, Seaside Heights, that was called, down the road from Atlantic. So we're with girls, and I got a little bit of a lumper. She's nice though. I call them meatballers. So he's got the real nice one. He said, because we were all fucked up, and he says,
My
goes,
text
"Man."
is turned up. I'll be back in a minute.
all right. He goes, man. He said, you were going, man. I finished now, it's done, and you were still going. Well, I must have passed out on top because I know I didn't bust. I know I didn't bust the nuts. So later on in the morning, I got me some more, you know. And that other chick didn't want to do them because she didn't like.
Oh no, gotta
Oh,
get
that
that.
was, yeah. I'll see you later, kind of thing. You know. Well, you know, I really, oh, here comes David. Mimi, if you're in the background,
What's up, David?
forgive me for talking like a guy because I only said we'd be swearing.
David, what was in those 5 jars of stuff that what them called James sent you?
Who the fuck left you?
David,
What?
there you go, Pico. What was in those little jars? James sent you.
I didn't hear you, man.
In those little jars that were sent to you from California, David, he wants to know what they were.
What was that?
They were Dad Vasili's. They were a Bruco candy.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I thought those were sardines or something, man.
No, it was candy. I can see the wrappers.
Here,
Oh. Hey, wait a minute. I got a story about.
You're doing you wrong. You done went through
Hey.
this one.
Hey, I got this story about this thing like that. Remember those cans? You'd have those cashews mixed with all kinds of different peanuts, have that little key on them. You turn it around and take that strip of metal off with it.
Right. That you cut
Okay,
yourself
listen.
all the time.
So here's me. I'm a hardcore. You know, this party started testing for weed and shit. So I'm, you know, they didn't test it for that. Last year I was there in 82 or 83. So I'm getting that. I got the munchies big time, you know. So I'm sitting there working that key. The fucker broke, you know. And I went like this to pull the top off. I got the top off, but I sunk that freaking edge into the meat of my finger, man.
Yeah, nice big cut.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. And so my sergeant, you know, I stayed up all night. I went to work. He says, "I'm surprised you're here." I said, "Why?" I didn't know I could take off. You know, he goes, "Yeah, most people would have took off." I didn't know nothing. I go, "Why? I got this sling on. It's on my middle finger." So, you know, the post sergeant the post colonel, he's, you know, I'm like this walking around with my sling with my middle finger up. And he, you know, I'm like, damn fuck, because when we worked together, he was from Michigan, Mount Clemens.
Tony, I did something like that in boot camp. They got me asses up in here, right? We got this thing called work week. You have to work in the galley on boot camp for a week, right? So they put my black ass as the Dragon Master and the Dragon Slayer. That's the dishwasher.
Dragon Master.
That's what they call it, the Dragon Master. You're the ones loading up the machine.
That sounds fucked, right?
So I'm working in there. One of those big ass coffin pots fell on my cuticle and broke the cuticle. So I let the blood run all the way down my hand. So I gotta go medical. Took my ass off the line and put me on the table.
Yeah, I wasn't knowing. I didn't know what you could. You know, when I was in the service, this is like my whole life though. When I gotta work, I gotta work. I don't let that shit nothing stop me. If I'd have known the game, I would have.
I picked up on the. I was 26 years old. I wasn't.
They didn't. They had the ambulance come and everything. Got the lights fucking flashing.
Uh-uh. When I joined the Navy, I was 26 years old, so I was one of the oldest fuckers there.
Oh, dude, man. When I was in the Army and I was 18, the oldest guy we had was 20, 20, 20, 20. Oh, no, he was 42. One
Damn.
fucking guy. He was from Michigan, too. But you know what? I don't know why the guy came back in, because he was on profile every day. We called that whenever you were on something. You couldn't do the regular calisthenics and all that shit. You were profile, you know.
40 years
He
old.
was 42 years old.
That's when they cut it down to 35.
1980, he was there.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
you can get
finished
in,
the
yeah.
last
You can
couple of
get in.
years for getting better pay or better retirement or something.
Dude, you know what? If I wouldn't have been, I should have really stayed. I should have. Probably be dead by now because I'd have been in the golf wars for sure.
You know, when you saw the really old guys were like the Guard and Reserve guys, you'd see like an E4 that was like that, Tony, like 40 years old.
Yeah, when I joined, we had E3s with beards, old big dudes. They were on E3. I'm like,
Hey,
yeah,
listen,
man, Gus, how long you
listen,
been in? You probably got busted, you know.
this is an excellent story, man. This guy looked like something out of one of these Jack Nicholson before Jack Nicholson did the movie Few Good Men or whatever it was. I used to sit at this table with this friend of mine. His name was Jay. He was like a E6 finance department where he was a paper pusher, you know. So his girlfriend was about my age. So I used to get stoned with him once in a while, and I had to shack up at his place because my wife, you know, she was in Wisconsin, and I didn't have nowhere to get in.
Hey,
So,
Tony, blow up my picture. I'm going to tell you who that's my buddy Lou on the left. That's me on the right. Well, he was one funny, crazy mug. I'll tell you what. And see that van we had.
the Chevy step van.
When you ate some Mexican food and you went in the back of that van and worked with people and cut one loose, I used to clear that van all the time, man.
Oh,
no. We had remember the NBC, Nuclear, Biological, Chemical, Environment Simulations?
Yeah.
You had to hook up your air handler, right, to blow, because you had to have fresh air inside there, right?
Right.
And then, but if you get right at the inlet on the outside, you bust a move. Those dudes on the inside, that van door would bust open. And let's go, hey, we're in a chemical environment. They said, no shit.
It couldn't have been worse than the tear gas.
Hey, my work friend, he's talking about my sister-in-law right now, Gilbert. Him and his ex-wife had a bet. They were on a weight loss bet. Whoever swore first, or keeping their mouth clean. So whoever swore first would lose. So you know they were trying to get each other and stuff. And what he did once, and she was sleeping on the couch. So he pulled down his drawers, his underwear, and he farts in her face.
Oh.
And listen, he telling us this story 4:30 a.m. at the station. This is years after it happened. But his ex-wife at the time, she said, I could feel the mist. I'm thinking at first, mist, what do you mean? Oh, she got sprayed. He chased him down a sidewalk.
What's up, Slayer?
Simon Kennedy, hello.
Well, you better come on now. We gotta go private because that'd be 204 on this.
Simon, what is this, Dart Friday again?
Hey, anybody in the background there wants to come on because we're gonna do this off the clock here. So,
hey Teo.
Bye, man.
Hey Teo, start making some noise again. You're too quiet.
so
Oh, it's so old. There we go.
It's got legs. Oh, you got a Sonic Hedgehog, whatever. What's that called?
It's early dart Friday, like playing darts.
Yeah, when'd you change your time, Tony? I missed the first hour and a half.
I changed it. It took me 3 times to get it right.
What is that? A Sonic?
So because it's 2 hours, yeah, Sonic's
That's
not
silver.
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 Silver
Hedgehog.
Sonic.
So
No, silver Sonic.
you don't know that.
it's silver.
Come on,
You
get
don't
it right.
remember the Genesis.
You talking shitty like that for?
He ain't
got this-
talking-
He got this. He got the
Yeah,
smartest
okay.
looking.
What did you say? What did I just say? He's not talking smart. He just told me what it was.
I like Uncle Ronald slap you.
He ain't gonna slap me. Hey, Theo, pop one for me.
Hey,
Hey, I got a cousin that's black, a couple of them. So
I got a couple of black cousins too.
no, no, you're lying.
but that one dude didn't respond to me, man. He was like, he was in a DNA pool. He lived in Indiana. Sure looked like a guy should drive it, but not at my station. And I'm like,
Don't-
you wouldn't. I said, hey, cuz.
He said, don't put me in the DNA pool. I can't even swim.
Right?
But this one was nice. This one was like 40 years old. She was real nice looking. She said, yeah, I don't know this and that. I go, well, we share DNA, man. Either way you look at it. Could have been because my great grandfather, it was 7 years before my great grandmother came over the second time. So
You sure you're not from West Virginia?
No,
buddy.
not-
Come on.
no, but you might have kin up that way.
You know.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
No.
One.
Do the ass.
How do you think them blue bloods become blue buds?
I got 3 more, boy. We're rolling tonight.
You got 3 more? Good.
Hey, you know what? I really hate to lose these 5 folks, though. So if you 5 folks want to come on and continue this
Continue the madness.
tomfoolery, shit like that,
Oh, damn. He went all the way back to tomfoolery.
Tom, oh, sorry about that.
That's the Irish dude.
Yeah.
Hey, but I worked when I was in the factory there. They're closing a Milwaukee operation, a Master Lock, and they got a place in North Carolina now, and they got one. Jesus, where is that?
They're still
Mexico.
keeping the bait company there.
Listen to me, man. Listen, I saw this video because these employees had an interview saying that it was wrong, and then they're going to regret this. I remember this chick, Sue Thomas. I don't know what her married name was. I forgot. But
Maybe
she had a shake and bake, man. She was freaking fine, dude. I mean, fine. She walked like he was selling. But
What'd you say,
I
Ronald? Ho?
May Lethal.
Oh,
I saw her in an interview, and I remember, because she had about 8 years when I first started. Who we got there? Oh,
the
King of Canary.
Baconator.
Baconator in the house.
king of
What's up,
Alberta.
Dennis?
Are you in Mexico? Well, you're gonna be like JB, just put an avatar up there and go away.
The Baconator.
Dennis, you got the mute button on.
Oh, how you guys doing?
Good.
What's
Good,
up,
man.
man?
Hey, are you in Ottawa? Are you in Ottawa?
Ottawa. Why would I go to Ottawa?
Why?
I
There's
just
nothing
asked you if you
good.
was in Ottawa. I didn't ask you if you
Tell 'em.
went.
Hey,
That's
tell
the
them there's
fucking
nothing
politicians
good east
there.
of
No.
Moose Jaw.
Well, you're not that far from Montreal, Ottawa.
No.
Yeah, the other side of the country. Only
Yeah,
4
the
hours
Yeah,
other
just
flight.
the other side of the country, Tony.
Yeah, we're
Vancouver.
We're
Fucking
in the West.
excuse
in
me.
the West.
Hey,
What were you, a geography major?
Yeah.
fucking what? You must have been. You shithead.
Remember, he only drove a bus, and so.
Now I'm about to.
Hey,
Yeah.
Greg, that's like Perth is the same as Sydney, right?
It's
Yeah,
Down
only,
no.
the street.
it's only 4,000 K's difference.
Right.
Yeah, Perth
right,
all the way on the other side.
right.
You did.
Hey, we had Alaska and we had Hawaii in the early days, but we got fucked out of it by the U.S. I don't know how we did that.
Nah, we wouldn't
Yeah.
do that to anybody.
Well, you know what? You know what? You know what? The U.S. But to your the U.S. thought there was ass kicking shit after they beat the British twice, but they thought they'd march up in there and take part of Windsor and all that shit, but it didn't work out that way.
Well, we realized we didn't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, well, fuck it. It's too cold up there.
That's
We said
good.
you guys stink too much. Just go and
There's a
invent
guy-
or something.
There's a cousin out there, looked just like my dad's youngest brother that passed away last year. Same hair, same. Oh my God. So, anyways,
Yeah, Simon, I got them out on Thursday or Wednesday. They took all 58 out of them. I'm good to go. And then they took
Damn.
6 out the next day.
Now he's eating gummy bears.
Now I'm eating mashed potato.
There you go.
That's
well,
good.
come
Rob.
up after we've done the birds.
Uh-oh,
You'd rather
Simon,
be with those
To-
birds?
Tony has hit his limit of 6.
No, man.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm gonna go because I was wondering
on
why
number
the taxi pulled in the driveway. I forgot that I agreed because it's his daughter's birthday tomorrow. I got to work at 6 in the morning, so
Oh, don't.
yeah, I forgot all about it. So
You look,
All
you go,
right.
hey, look, mate, I'm
I
fucking
got it,
sorry.
I got to get up in 4 hours. So
All right, Craig.
Oh,
All right, Craig.
Have a good one. Good to
Good
see
to
Thank
see
you.
you,
you.
man.
Thanks for
Take care,
stopping
mate.
by.
no
Be
worries.
safe,
Have a
man.
good week, guys. See you
Yeah,
later.
you too.
Get
Bye-bye.
that money.
might as well make that money.
Make
That
that,
link in your what? You can't look on YouTube for the link?
make that money while you can.
Oh my God.
He said send a link in Messenger, please.
Yeah.
You got to remember,
I gotta be the only guy that has guys that are fucking retarded.
you got to
So what,
remember
son?
your education system's not as good as ours.
Yeah.
That's why they're over
Yeah, hey, that's been shown too, man.
you know.
What is this?
Hey, Dennis, isn't Alberta
Hey.
right down the road from New Brunswick?
No,
No.
Alberta's next to BC.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
on the
know that.
east.
I'm just
We're
joking.
the second
I know
province
Tony
right in
doesn't.
from the west.
I know that, but
Brunswick.
Tony doesn't know that.
I do too. I had an auntie from Newfoundland. She's up that way.
Newfoundland.
Brunswick's up there by above Maine, you dumbass.
Well, take the kids to Funland. Maybe they wouldn't make so much noise.
Newfoundland.
Did you get new glasses?
No.
All right.
They looking like they.
He didn't get a new face either.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all still hell, man.
They just look different for some reason.
If only I had Kiko's hairdo, I'd be cool.
There you go.
And his fucking belly bigger than mine. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop the. Oh look, we got 6 people. We gotta stay here.
Wait, Simon wants the link.
I put it up there for her.
Who's lucky
Welcome
number
back, Chris.
6?
I put him up there for her. I did everything but walk up to his door, knock on the freaking door. You know.
Damn, hiccups are back.
Damn. You know what
Simple
cures
as-
that? It's alcohol.
I got plenty of it. That's what's kicking it.
Yeah, Mongo, why don't you come on here unless you want to gonna wait till you're like you young guy anyway. You're in your 40s, ain't you?
Yeah, he's the youngest of the bunch. Dennis is the oldest. The old man in the house. Dennis is the oldest. Look out.
Right. Ooh,
No.
that's 7 people now.
Dennis, you
Yeah,
ain't
me.
older than us.
Hey,
Yeah,
Mimi
yeah.
might.
Dennis is
Mimi
older.
might.
The only one older than Ronald is Gary.
Well, Gary ain't here.
That's a big stretch there.
Well, then there's Vincent. Vincent's older than
Well,
Gary.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen Vincent in quite a while.
He ain't got on McFarlane shit.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta walk in between the stutter words and shit.
See, well, Chris is only 49. Shit.
He's a lot of fun.
Chris is older than Jack.
Hey, Chris, Ron, remember I told you about that guy I was mouthing off to and how I got out of it? The dude said, he's talking to me. I said, what? Where? What? Who? What?
right?
Fucking, this guy's eyes were floating around like in the cartoon characters.
Hey, Chris, how are you doing? You keeping busy?
Yeah, he's busy as hell. He said he's
Yeah.
busy with life. He ain't got time for us.
49. He's the pup. He's the pup now.
I turn 29 in next month myself.
Roger that.
92.
Congratulations.
92 if you flip him.
If I could. So, hey, what's your
I'm
say?
20. I'm 26. I'm gonna be next year. I'll be 30.
I'm still 19.
Not next.
And with the hiccups.
Well, I can attest to that because I still act like I'm 19.
All right.
Oh, we know. We know.
Fucking Mr. Arthur Treacher there.
Oh, well, Gary's not awake yet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's way too early for Gary.
Gary is.
He's deep dreaming about some LDR right about now.
That's right.
All 20 of them.
You know, it's rather hurtful, Monk, because Dennis came back before you did.
He's,
Well, I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what happened on that side of the world.
It was busy. He went ghost on me. I was trying to contact him on Skype. I couldn't get through.
There are two people that unbelievably they fucked up. They gave away a sweet life, perfect life.
Ooh.
It's been done. The damage is done.
Well, he still ain't told me who.
Well, it's still done.
Well, don't bring up shit and don't finish it, all right?
Shit, the other guys know what I'm saying.
So if you don't finish that beer, you might as well eat the can.
The other guys with
Ronald.
what's her-
Think
Who's
back
that
to the
girl?
mothership, Ronald.
The mothership.
yeah, when that chick that was fucking a married guy instead of marrying Dennis and having the sweet life.
Yeah, that sucks because that shit will drain your phone and make it hot as fuck. You can't even get a good charge while you're on it.
And then the twit there, he's got to be here. I mean, how do you just fucking implode, man? I just
What? You
feel like Ronald give me $500 a month, and I gotta fucking.
If I could give you $500 a month, I should give myself $500.
Oh man, hey, if you give me $500 a month, I'll let you say whatever you want to on
Oh shit! I was gonna do it.
it.
hell, Ronald, you don't have to give me anything. You can say whatever you want when you're on ours.
I
You
know
can
that.
be as mouthy as you want.
Where's
David just hands out the checkbook.
Right?
No, I don't do checks. I haven't written a check in years.
Okay, who's the next gravy train?
Let's see.
Not
Tony,
me.
he got some juice coming.
Yeah,
No,
Tony.
man, I'm good.
Tony, did you buy that new vehicle yet?
Not yet, man.
Yeah.
You must have missed. You must have. She might be on there too. This is hilarious.
Keep
Uh-oh.
it down.
Any disrespectful. It's just fun.
Oh,
I said, I sit in the passenger seat, and one of the car guy jockeys, whatever, he drives us around through the lot. And I said, hey, don't you? How come you don't take us out in the street for a test ride? Oh, they won't let us do that.
It's too dangerous.
that's what they told us too when we were there.
Because you
So,
might scratch it up, right?
Yeah,
so
be damaged.
apparently, I learned that new vehicles when they're shipped, they don't set that speedometer or the mileage of the kilometers till after it's delivered, because you know
They can
they
scan
drove one. So anyway,
Do they deliver them on big car hauler 18-wheelers
No.
like they do in the States? I've never seen them.
I don't know. I mean,
I never
they-
saw one of those in the Philippines.
they drove one down from Batangas, but that was a 4x2 white car.
I mean,
Let me go private here before you blast the phone.
Our cover? Where I'm gonna cover.
Nobody else waiting to come up?
Jacket, you wearing jeans?
Simon.
No, Simon's jerking with one arm,
Oh, all right.
driving with the other.
Simon's
No,
plucking.
what up there? Freaking
You're not gonna listen to me. Why ask?
Don Cornelius, take it easy.
Don't you guys
All right.
love it when don't you guys love it when your wife asks you your opinion and you give it and they go, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
the way
really don't
Hey,
want it.
David.
You
well,
really don't
thanks,
want
but
that
no
from them
thanks.
anyway, man. You know.
What'd you
you,
say?
hate the,
Right.
you hate the first one, David. Do I look fat? No, don't say nothing.
You gotta suffer. You gotta suffer through the explanation.
She hasn't learned the English phrase. Nice try.
That's it. You want to know if you should wear an overcoat to go because it's cold here. Well, I know you got a sweater. So here,
Oh, so your wife monitors your life.
Okay.
So
All right, Chris, take it easy, bro. Be safe out there.
I put the freaking thing in there, Simon.
Hi, Laura. What is it? A chilly 72 degrees there this morning?
38.
Hey,
Whoa.
hear your voice way to the living room. Nobody
Wow.
knows about this.
Nice.
You should be like me. Get ready.
Have a good day. Hey, go out and make all that
Oh,
money.
look at that boxer. What is
Here
that?
you go.
You say bastard.
Box.
Bastilan.
Bastard. What?
That's our Canadian friend down there. That's what.
Yeah.
No, the boxer is Ronald.
The link.
Hey, hey, Ronald, smile for him and speak like Mike
David.
Tyson.
David, give Simon the link in Messenger, would you?
I was trying to give him in the first round, but I couldn't get him. So I had to give him an uppercut.
Can someone knock my teeth out?
Be like Cotton Club there with
You look like a hockey player, Ronald.
look like what's his name?
I tried to get him out in the third round.
I'm gonna knock somebody the fuck out. You know what I mean? I do now, Richard Pryor. Right, but
Hey,
you know
Simon
what?
said
I'd like
link
to
in
have fun
Messenger,
with the
please.
stuttering, but after I fell there, I still stutter myself, man. Just like Brett
Hey.
Favre does.
Simon is still begging for the link in Messenger, please.
Well, let me see if I got Simon in my messenger.
There
Simon,
we go.
fucking
Did you get it?
yeah, you got it because he's on there.
Got it.
All right. I was in the middle of doing that.
He's out with the pigeons.
Everybody say goodbye to Monk.
They're making me sound bad.
Bye, Monk.
My
Don't
mom.
work too hard.
Goddamn Americans.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, man. Don't be a stranger now.
Show us some of that beautiful British sunshine you got there, Simon.
I mean, we allowed Simon back into the fold.
Oh. That's
Oh,
not
really?
where the pigeons be at.
Oh yeah. Oh. So you got some jizzle all over the fish now, or the birds now. You're ready to go.
Well, shizzle.
Yeah, thanks for the visit there, Monk. Goodness gracious.
Is that your middle finger you're putting up, Simon, or what? Oh.
Oh, it's fucking cup size.
Giving me the hiccup.
Pico, what?
Venturing out to the pigeon habitat.
There you
No,
go.
I want to find out if we ever caught those bastards that bust Simon's car window, try to
Look
steal
at
his
that.
shoes.
Damn if we didn't get like one of the 5 days a year where they got sunshine in Britain.
That's crazy. Let me look at my weather.
We got to mark
The
this
blue-
day on the calendar, declare a holiday.
I didn't know
Anyway.
it was blue skies there, man. I thought it was always just gray and miserable.
Hey, everybody
Hey,
out there, happy Marine Corps
hey.
birthday to any Marines out there.
Hey,
Number 5.
if my favorite car salesperson's on your site, I'll say hello.
Ken? Oh.
So what, Tony, you're saying that they drive you around in the new vehicle on the lot or what? They weren't allowed to go out on the street, you said, right? Hello? Is
I
he
think he's
froze up?
froze. I think he froze. There he is.
Oh,
He
there you
froze
go.
up.
Someone thought him.
I ain't
The
doing
beer thought him out.
nothing. It's spiraling out of control.
You got to start drinking more and talking like Michael more.
I got two more.
Yeah, Kiko, when we were there, they wouldn't let us test drive. We could sit in them, start them, and we could drive in the little, where we were, they had a big parking garage.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen,
Drive in the
listen,
parking garage and
listen.
we couldn't take them anywhere.
It's not a personal thing against my salesperson here because she's a sweetheart. But
Bye,
when
Chris.
when I asked, hey, can you take a test drive? I like sitting in the passenger seat, checking it out. No, we can't. You can't take them. We can't do that. What do you mean
We
we can't?
don't. We can't pay the liability insurance for that stuff.
Yeah.
Nope.
So, well, the reason I did, well, when I got in there, I was in the passenger seat. I said, Jesus, the seat, it's manual check. You move yourself up and down. That track is so freaking short that I'm like, my face is right up to the freaking windshield, man. I'm like,
I hope you didn't inadvertently press the heated seat button. You'd have found
Ah.
out real quick.
nah. But anyway, excellent sales.
Hey, Keith,
think-
there's me water charges.
For how much? 1 month?
What the fucking year? I
Simon.
thought you were out of the European Union.
Simon, is that 1 month or several months?
That's 6 months.
No,
6
that's not bad.
months.
6
We
months.
go 4 months. We go 4 months in
You
America.
got to stop bathing those pigeons. You're using too much water.
That's what Maria says.
Yeah.
200 pounds. Standing there 300 pounds.
280.
I thought you were out of the European Union.
That's more than $50 a month for us.
I
That's pretty
I keep telling Maria when she wants to use the toilet, just take a piss in the bush to save on water,
I think
like I do.
Mine's like probably the equivalent of 17 pound a month.
Well,
Mine's
that's
40. Mine's right at $40 a month, including trash and sewer.
What
well,
is
that's
it here?
six, that's only 6 months.
What is it here though? It's only
Mine's like 40 for 3 months.
Wow.
yeah, yours is nuts. Mine was even less than that. God, Lee, I remember when I was in the service. In 1980, I moved down to Wheeling, Illinois. My first electric bill was $10.
Claire, did we catch those bastards?
No, it was happened outside work. Like they tried to nick me tools, but we couldn't get in the boot.
Did somebody assassinate your birds or something?
All those CCTV cameras, they didn't catch nobody?
No, it was
Somebody's-
outside. It was outside where I was working in Manchester.
Okay.
Donald.
Ah,
Hey,
Oh,
I'm
what
gonna
did you
go
lose,
try.
Simon? Some tools.
Look at
No,
it.
they didn't manage to get in the boot because the tailgate has to be up before you can open the boot.
Are you
cover.
Oh,
Are you talking about that place where they're locked up overnight before the race?
No.
Huh?
No, somebody smashed me back window, Tony, to try and pinch me tools.
At your house?
No,
your new SUV.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, they must have known you. I bet they're Indian.
I think they all belong. They all come over on a dinghy. They've been put up in hotels.
Right.
Yeah.
We had a guy that does garage doors on the side. He had since retired, but they broke into his van right in the lot in front of the building. And it was like,
Time to stretch.
I got 7 people, man. I can't go nowhere.
What do you mean?
You need to start a GoFundMe so you can bring 10 people up on this. You're
You
getting too
cheap bastard.
popular, Tony.
You know what? When I get 10, I'll be glad. I'll be lucky to get 3.
Yeah.
You cheap bastard.
Take all those YouTube profits
Hey,
and pay for,
hey, Craig.
pay for something.
If Craig wouldn't have come on here tonight, I don't know what I would have done.
Did you,
I
you
didn't
started,
know you were gonna be
started a bit
too
earlier, didn't you, Tony?
Not really. 7. a
Yeah, you
7.
did. You started 7. Well, Simon and me, we turned our clocks back, man. So that's early.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
2
early.
hours ahead of you now. So I shut the fuck up, man. I said,
Okay, it's 8 minutes till 9 here. What is it?
Lord, this fucking mathematician shit there.
It's 8 minutes till 10 for you, correct?
And it's 8
Eight,
minutes to 9 here.
9:52. 9:52. But anyway,
Where'd the kids go?
Anyway.
I'm sleeping.
Well, I think last week, Tony, you was live for over 4 hours.
No,
Yeah.
no. I wanted this time. I made sure that Kiko, if I come on at 7:20, it's 8:20 by you.
But it's not.
But it's not. It's 5:20 or
Close.
6:20. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, look,
Well,
Tony,
next-
you've been on for 2.5 hours right
next
now.
fish-
6:31. It says.
Fucking math, man. That wasn't my strong suit.
So you started at 6:20 a.m. my time
Right.
So what I'm gonna do is
and
When I
5:20
get
David's time.
Right.
next week I'm gonna put it down for still in Wisconsin.
9:30 your time. In the
9:30
Philippines.
a.m.
Yeah,
No,
it's not
yeah,
like you've got to get up in the morning to go to work, Tony.
right,
Well, I've done that, man. I'm done with that shit.
Yeah.
right.
I do mine at 9 a.m. U.S. Central Time, which would be 11 p.m. Philippine time.
Correct.
I'm fucking happy for you.
That's why you weren't there. It was past your bedtime, right?
Right.
We were there, David, for a couple hours, and Tony.
That's right.
I told you
Grandpa-
it passed his bedtime. It's too late.
Yeah,
So-
Grandpa Tony had to go to bed.
Fucking A, man.
So yeah, Tony started at 9:20 your time
Fucking Burrow Lives there.
at night.
That's it.
9:20 p.m. Friday nights. That's
So-
your time.
So I should set mine up for 9:20 p.m.
Yes.
Your time, correct.
Yeah, my time. Okay. I swear I'm gonna set this back to Philippine time one of these days.
Write it down so you remember, because we know
Yeah, all right. Why would I do that when I got all these educated fuckers right here?
we know you're getting old, Grandpa.
And then that would be just in time for Simon's early dark.
Okay, there,
Friday, about 1
Jackie
p.m.
Gleason.
Early dark Friday.
Yeah.
My wife ordered me a birthday present and a Christmas present. Did you know that?
9:20 a.m. man.
2 different presents or all in one?
9:20 a.m.
Oh,
Kiko.
man.
9:20 a.m.
PM, Tony.
PM for you, Tony.
p.m.
Yeah.
9 p.m. for
Post
Tony.
meridian.
9 p.m. Philippine time.
Well, listen, my computer's set up for America.
Well, maybe I ought to fix that.
I'm gonna wait a little more. Thank you. Very much.
Oh, yeah. He hasn't decided what he wants to change yet.
You know, they do have other clocks in the Philippines. I knew that. I
Right.
saw
I could set mine up for 8:29, 8:20.
David, send him one of your $15 Rolexes so he can keep proper
I
time.
will.
right?
I'll send you one of my I'll send you a $3 G-Shock.
There you go. Even Michael doesn't do that for us.
Pick the bones out of that.
Because he's squeezing those silent ones out. Hey, he's been looking a little frisky at that dog there.
Okay, the kids got quiet. When are the dogs in the karaoke going to start up?
Not here.
I swear they must be afraid of you because it's always real quiet. That's the
Here,
quietest
here,
Friday
town.
night I've ever heard in the Philippines.
Oh,
Right there in Tony's room.
He's probably giving them alcohol, making them sleep.
There you go.
What I would do.
yeah. Hey, you didn't get that doctorate for nothing.
And I'm a big fan of duct tape and alcohol with children.
Oh yeah. So Next week I'll set mine in Philippine time for
Up.
Eight-
See, I told her the dogs were going to start.
8:20.
Except I didn't expect them in the U.S.
8:20 a.m. or 8:20. Yeah, 8:20 p.m. here.
I could tell by the accent that's a U.S. dog.
Yeah.
He does have a little Visayan in his bark, though. You can tell he's a little Cebuano.
That's it.
Okay.
That's Poo-Poo.
No.
Poo-Poo doesn't like it when the neighbor across the street comes out.
What do you mean, poo-poo? Poo-poo.
Yeah.
Why? Is it an ugly neighbor?
That's
No.
like one of the Gilligan's Island fucking dog name.
No, they just I don't know why they do it, but she seems to like walk to the edge of the driveway and Poo-Poo thinks she's coming over here.
You know
Oh.
why? You know why? Because dogs they go wild over the smell of a woman's snatch.
Yeah, she loves it.
Oh, they do, man. They know when it's ragtime. Listen. This is a true story now. And
Hey,
And-
so
and
do
I-
sharks.
hey,
What,
this
they know
is,
when they're on heat?
this is a true story, and it was told to me by this one supervisor. I worked on her machines. Okay.
So he must know.
So Yvonne was her name. So she goes to this friend's party, and they're dancing. This German Shepherd came there and smacked that snout right up there and big lick. So they were all laughing, and she was embarrassed. But when she's telling me this, I'm laughing. I'm like, what is your point? I'm not offended by this shit. I'm amused.
Well, I'll tell you this much: if my two dogs were human females, they would be the human females that suck up to anybody, man, woman, and or child, just to get attention. They would flirt and hustle and scam people just to get that attention. That's kind of whores my dogs are.
Attention horse. Huh?
They are.
Taught him,
Oh,
he taught him well, though.
sounds like some YouTubers we know,
Yeah.
huh?
I like to be one. I just don't know how to be one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just don't send you enough money to make you a legitimate one. That's all.
There you go.
Yeah.
We've established what you are. Now we're just negotiating over the price.
How to
All my
fund
live,
it.
all my live streams are happy live streams. No,
Be
we got rid of the double. Okay, well, I'm going private. So everybody say good night, goodbye, and thank you.
Good
Good
night.
night, everybody.
See ya.
Good night, everybody. Whoever you are.
Thanks for coming.